Oh hi, it's Sopai. Welcome back to Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. Last time it was a fairly short video, I apologize for that. But we are meeting with this ugly picture once again, and last time we met No Legs McGee. I mean, sorry, we just met a cute little gym girl, but I forgot her name already. So, oh, Lily, that's her name. Lily heads off along the hallway, and Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room for the two used for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Lily and Hanako go quickly up. Lily and Hanako quickly go about their business of making lunch. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Lily's busying herself with her thermos and tea bags as Hanako is setting out both their lunch boxes. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Oh, Emmy. Sorry, I was thinking Lily, but that's the girl we're going after actually. For this, it was Emmy. That was her name. People are like wondering, like, no, it's not. So this is what you meant by coming here almost every day. Yes, Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It suits both of us, so we ended up using this room regularly. After seeing Hanako's reactions to me over the past couple of days, I can understand why that is a boon. That and Lily being able to get some quiet away from her class as well. I take my seat last after Lily's poured the tea for us and sits down. It's a nice picture there. The more I spend with these two girls, the more I think they're a perfect foil to Misha and Shizune. Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met. So how are you faring in Yamaku, Hisao? You seem a bit flustered before. Apart from getting lost every now and then and being crash-tackled outside my classroom, fine, I guess. You look you look pretty hurt before. Are you really okay? For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I hold it back. I can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they have been pretty friendly. Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think that they're buying it. But in what I assume is their way of respecting my privacy, they don't press the matter. I guess that is one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask. Even if people's conditions are obvious, like Hanako's, there's still bound to be a story involved. Everyone has things that they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognizes that. So, how long have you been in this school? Both seem to know your way around pretty well. I've been here since the start of high school, but I've only moved into the dormitories a year ago. Hanako just joined at the start of the high school as well, and moved into the dormitories when she did, if memory serves me right. That's right, since high school. So you've known each other since then? Yeah, since I moved, yes, Hanako has lived next door to me, so it's only natural, right? Right. Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably reason enough to befriend them, though I'm guessing that's Lily blindness played a part in it as well. Can't imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who has to deliberately avoid looking at their scars. With the intermediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch. It isn't long before the bells are signaling the end of the break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches as efficiently as they set them out. I guess I better be off. Are you going to go with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up at me, and for a second I can see that she is considering skipping class, maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me. Yes. I don't know what to think of it. Hanako really is delicate to the point of breaking if looked at it the wrong way. Makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane. Hanako and I filing out before her. We walk quickly down the empty halls to our respective classes. As we reach the doors to Lily's 3-2 classroom, turns towards me. Isao, thank you for sharing with us today. My pleasure, Lily. And with that, we part ways, Lily entering her classroom and leaving Hanako and me to make off to our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. So, do you really want to go back to class now? Yes. Okay then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough. And Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do. Open the rear door to the class and walk in. Oh, the teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something. However, as Hanako follows me and closes the door, he simply nods to us and continues his lecture. This is the third time that Hanako has had her truancy practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here. We make our way to our seats, and I notice that Misha and Shizune are both missing as well. I wonder if it's some sort of form of informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to the unique students of this school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extract that relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up. Class goes on quietly. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre, as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. When the final bell sounds, I realize that there's still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd at the hospital I had 24 hours a day of free time, but here is filling the considerably shorter hours feels difficult. Everyone else leaves, and I'm left alone with the teacher. Muto is examining the assignment sheets we were looking at earlier, marking them with a red ball pen. Raising his eyes from his papers briefly, he notices me and furrows a brow. What is it, Nakai? I jump at him addressing me, but I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there is nobody around. Nothing. Thinking about what I do after school. The teacher slowly puts the cap on the pen he is holding and arranges his papers into a stack, clacking against the desk twice. He seems very methodical, and for a brief moment, I'm reminded of Shizune. But the teacher is more hurried and relaxed, much more routine. You have no plans? No, I considered joining a club. I don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe the meeting of someone else's club. Might pique your interest. I guess. It's just... I don't know how, but I don't know how to continue from there. Muto looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid a conversation. But I can't, so I have to forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean, the other students. I'm talking to people and everything, so it's not that I be isolated or anything. I just don't know what to think about. The disabilities, it feels like I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and it's weird to ignore them. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Teacher scratches his cheek absent-mindedly, looking very unresponsive. These things are only an issue if you make them one. You can talk normally with someone, even if they're blind or something. Trying to look behind the superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they might seem at the first glance. He says the same thing that Yuko did. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you not consider, for example, Shizune's deafness, when the only way to communicate with her is to talk through Misha? Or Hanako, it's not like you can ignore her face. But I'm interrupted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open. That's probably, the pink hair one. Yeah, of course. Teacher! Misa crushes in, hands straight, in an enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from their graves. She starts toward the teacher's desk with a bouncing step, hands energetically swinging with the rhythm. Mito, visibly dismayed at the interruption, and Misha in general slumps in his chair. Mikado. Misha stops in her desk and looks around cluelessly, as if she's sensing from his tone that something's wrong but has no idea what. Yes? We have talked about volume control here. Yes! But she doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. So, what is it? We need help. We're running out of supplies for our festival stands. This is a distress. She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. So, go get more supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that? Plywood is always the problem. Last time we wanted more and there was only a little, but that time we just took it all and went with that. Now there's like nothing left there. So how do you know where there's some? I don't understand. How would I know? She-chan, I mean, the president thought that a teacher would know if there was a plywood. Was she wrong? Moto looked like he is in great pain. He is in great pain, frowning with his entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible. Look, it's like looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. I'm afraid I have no idea if there is any plywood in the school, let alone where it would be if there was any. Aww, what should I do? Perhaps try to find Mr. Nomoya? Nomiya? I don't know. Sorry, I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. You'd have to pry them from his cold dead hands, but that's a different matter. Ah, I don't have time. We are so busy. She holds her head with both her hands, looking as despairing as if possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumbles the note she's holding against her hair. I shouldn't even be fetching these things. There's so much to do, and we are falling behind the schedule. Motul looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. I think it'd be better if he didn't. I wonder if you can get some temporary help. He switches to staring at me focusedly with a hard expression, as if trying to say, go make some friends. God damn it, no! I guess I could give you a hand. You can? Thanks, H-chan, you're really nice. She pauses and does a double take and then points at me with her finger, yet helping. Ah! And looking very puzzled. Come to think of it, what's H-chan doing here? Class is over, you should be having fun. We just had a little chat. Oh no, it's not detention, is it? Are you in trouble, H-chan? No, I'm not. Is H-chan in trouble, teacher? No, he's not. Nato sighs deeply and I feel that I have to help Misha to get off the teacher's back. So, what do you need? Here's a list. I could try to find the plywood from somewhere if there's none in the art room. She offers me the note she's holding. I take it. Hesitating a bit. I said I help you. But that has no implications on whether I'm joining the council or not. Aww. Still, thanks, Ichan. Try to be quick. We're in stall building streak now. We must hurry, hurry, hurry. She bounces out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something that feels like a silent agreement. Well, there you have it, Nakai. You have something to do now. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written with a small neat handwriting that is undoubtedly Shizune's. I heave a sigh. I'll be going then. Waving along this, limping at the teacher exit to the hallway. The classrooms closest to ours are designated belonging to classes 3-1 and 3-2 on the right side, and 3-4 on the left side, each door looking exactly the same. Further down the corridor, still with the identical doors, are rooms that I didn't think were used for classes. I guess the art room is not a classroom as such. I carefully push open the furthest door and peek in. It's a classroom, but it seems rather badly kept or not in use. Am I in the right place? Desks and chairs are all around the room. A thin litter of dust settled on them. There are some easels in the corners, or so at least it looks. This looks like the right place. The room is flushed in sunlight from the big windows, shadows creeping all over the desks. Specks of dust are dancing in the stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anybody hope? Something catches my eyes and I stop mid-sentence. Oh! Hello! Sitting on the desk is a short-haired girl curiously wearing a boy's uniform, with a fork between her toes, a morsel of food stuck firmly on the end. This odd way of dining seems to be caused by her apparent lack of hands, but her presence here is what takes me back even more. How did I miss her before? She's sitting in the corner very still, but I still somehow took her as a part of a furnishing or statue of first class. Sorry, I mistook you as an armless coat hanger. I'm not being too observant today as a whole. The girl seems to be frozen in place, staring at me with her huge eyes like a rabbit in headlights. She's staring at me with her mouth wide open, ready to accept the fork. I'm staring at her, her mouth. I'm staring at her, my mouth wide open, and suddenly remember I didn't finish my sentence, as I'm trying to think if I should. This weird stalemate keeps us both stunned into silence, punctuated only by the wall clock ticking rhythmically. Rhythmically. There we go. Sorry. So I'm pronouncing that. Hello? This girl stuffs the forkful in her mouth and now staring at me unexpectedly. Oh, expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Hello? I was told to pick up some supplies from here. For some festival stalls, I think. I didn't think there would be someone here. There isn't. That's why I came here, too. She picks up another forkful. Doesn't that mean you're here, then? She raises her eyebrows as if she was suspecting my observation was false. You're pretty observant. But I guess it does. But who are you? This girl's pretty straightforward, isn't she? I'm Nakai. Isao Nakai. I just transferred in on Monday. I'm Rin. Tezuka Rin. Rin Tezuka. I won't shake my hands with you, but at least we can get to know how. How about a high five? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. That's very nice. Her deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine where she's joking about her shaking hands. Kind of bothers me about joking about these matters don't feel appropriate at all. Well, I'm trying to figure what's appropriate and what the girl is. She seems to have lost interest in me and now gazingly, yearningly back at her food. Can I continue my lunch? If you don't mind me, I won't mind you. You need to get your stuff. The supplies are at the back. Go right ahead, but lunch? School is already over for today. What word would you use then? There's no word for a meal you eat after lunch, but before dinner, right? It bothers me very much, but I don't really know what I should say. I don't think you're supposed to eat a meal between lunch and dinner to begin with. But I'm hungry now, and my delicious box lunch would go to waste otherwise. Let her eat her lunch, man. I have curry. It's very delicious. Yeah, let her eat her lunch. She wants to eat. With much decisiveness, Risen once again picks up the fork between her toes, and with at least as much impoliteness, she points it straight at me. So Nakai, what brings you to this place? Like I said, I was told to look for these things. No, a school. From outside. Look fine. Is your problem inside? Came to well, she's not wrong about that. I come to a full stop, opening my mouth but not getting a word out. I don't think he's gonna say what his problem is though. I can guess. I'm good at guessing, better than most people. You're not wrong about that. Rin cuts me off before I can answer a question or skirt around it somehow. I don't know which I would have done. I froze in front of this issue again. I haven't even told anyone up here about my condition. Or maybe it's only because it hasn't really come up. I do get the feeling I'm not making issues, or if this is a part of the social code here, as the teacher said. I wonder if the people could relate. Probably not any better than any normal person could. I can't relate to Shizune's circumstances or Lily's either. Naturally, where I go, this is in my head. Rin keeps considering what my condition could be, with an overtly contemplative, I can't say it, sorry, look on her face. She puts her fork between her lips and leans back, looking at the ceiling as if the answer was written up there. A beam of light illuminates her face from the window side, creating a mask of dark shadow from the other side. I don't think it's anything in your head or something in your guts would be boringly ordinary, like this lunch of mine, and less delicious. The problem must be in your pants. Yeah, it is in my pants. This messed up Sherlock Holmes kind of statement in a sheer lack of tact it was delivered with catches me completely off guard. I think I might have reeled back even physically as Rin's eyes widened in revelation and astonishment. So I was right. There's something wrong with your tackle, isn't there? Still partially in shock, but recognizing the need to rely on something, I spit out the first thing I could think of. No, 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 no! I had nothing like that. I have a heart problem. Arrhythmia. Uh, I said it. More like blurted it out, but I said it. The girl in front of me purses her lips together and glores at me, looking very disappointed. How boring. Trouble in the pants would have been much more scandalous. What's with this reaction? Sorry to let you down. I forget you. Just, I collect people and a person with you know, that kind of problem would have been really great. Collect people? People with different problems. Huh? So you just like go around asking people what's wrong with them? Pretty much. I see. A little left to say. Rin resumes her lunch and the conversation dies away, but I keep thinking about what was said. It's the first time I told anyone about my condition. All the other people have either known about it already or heard about it from someone else. Or didn't need to know about it, like every other student here so far. Should I have told in the natural part of introductions? Is it expected of me? Hi, I'm Hisao. I have a very serious heart condition. How's that? Is that how I'm supposed to go around introducing myself from now on? As if our disabilities would define us. What a disgusting thought. Or maybe this Tezuka girl it just has an unnatural interest in such things. Alright, so unfortunately, people, I'm gonna have to cut this short like last time. Unfortunately, sorry, due to some time restraints. Again, a lot of things happening around today, and I had to get this part quickly done. Next time on Let's Play Katawa Shoujo, we hopefully look for those art supplies and learn more about this girl. Hopefully, she looks cute. See you guys then.